Hi guys, welcome to video 2, okay? This one is going to consist of a very simple, basic yoga flow to get you stretching and feeling good, okay? So all you need for this, as you can see here from my messy house, is a yoga mat or a space, okay? I recommend if you don't have a yoga mat to do a towel, and I'm gonna apologize for my dogs again. My dog Sirius is looking at me going, "What are you doing, Mrs. Devlin? I want to be out." But they'd run all over and sit all over the yoga mat. All right, guys. So, if you watch the first video, most yoga classes start out with a child's pose. So do me a favor and do what you learned in the video. Big toes touch, knees as wide as the mat, and go ahead and creep down. Go ahead and breathe in and out. In yoga, we ideally want to connect our breath to our movement. If you can't, that's okay. And the other thing we need to try to do is breathe through our nose as much as possible. So, go ahead and breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Go ahead and flip your palms up to enjoy a different kind of child's pose stretch right now. And on your next breath, I want you to go ahead and just push your hips forward and your feet up to reverse your child's pose. So inhale, reverse. Exhale, back to child's. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, back to child's. One more time. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, back. On your next inhale, go ahead and join me at tabletop. Remember, our knees are above our hip, or below our hips, not above, that would be weird. And our arms are below our shoulders. Let's go ahead and look up for cat, or cow. Down for cat, round that back, scoop, scoop. Look up. And down. Go ahead and take a couple of these. You can go ahead and wag your tail, because both cats and cows have tails, don't they? Good. So we're going to do this a little different now. We're going to do one called threading the needle, which is super easy to do and a great shoulder stretch. So we're in tabletop. Go ahead and walk your left hand out just a little bit. Raise your right hand to the sky, getting that twist. And then go ahead and settle in. So with thread the needle, you want your ear. My right ear is on the ground right now. And my right arm is through as far as I can. If you'd like more of a stretch in your left hand, go ahead and walk it a little further. If that's not for you, just leave where it is and enjoy that stretch. One more breath. And back to tabletop. I'm going to turn around so you can see me here. But remember, yoga is like math class. What we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So we're in tabletop. We're going to move our right arm up Enjoy that stretch. Oh, left arm up, that one. And go ahead and thread that needle. Your arm going in between and walking out your right arm to enjoy that stretch there. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and meet back in tabletop. And as I told you guys in the first video, spike those toes and push back to downward dog. Now that we're in downward dog, pedal it out. I want you to go ahead and take your right leg high, stretch it back. Take your left leg high, stretch it back. We're going to go ahead and take our right leg high one more time. We're going to step it forward, and our left knee is going to hit the ground for a runner's lunge. Place both your hands on your knee and sink into the lunge. We're going to inhale, sink further. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, sink further. Exhale, bring it back. Go ahead and switch your legs. Right leg goes back. Left leg goes forward. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. And sink forward here. Inhale, sink. Exhale, back. Inhale, sink. Exhale, back. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and just stand up. Arms at your sides. Breathe in. This is called mountain pose. Think big, strong, and tall like a mountain. And out. In. And out. In. And out. Good. We're going to go ahead and go to Warrior One. So with that, we're already standing up. So I want your right foot forward, your left foot behind it. Turn your hips. Raise your arms. Settle in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down to a goal post. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down to a goal post. Inhale, arms up. Open to Warrior Two. So remember, in Warrior Two, we open our chest. Our feet remain the same pretty much. And we're looking right over our right hand here. We're going to scoop it up, reverse our warrior, and push it down for side angle. Scoop it up, reverse our warrior, scoop it down for side angle. Good. One more. Scoop it up, push it down. Good. Take a moment to hold. You can move your left hand behind you to bind and look over that shoulder. And come on up. Good job, guys. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing, but to the other side. So your left foot is the one that's pointing this way now. Your right foot is on the same lines as it. Remember, your heels can meet. Our hips turn like spotlights. We're going to go ahead and inhale and settle in. Inhale. Exhale. On our next inhale, we straighten our arms. Exhale, goal posts. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, goalposts. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, goalposts. And open to warrior two. Good. Go ahead and settle in. Make sure that front knee isn't creeping inward and instead going outward. We're going to scoop up, reverse our warrior, scoot down, side angle. Scoop that hand up for reverse. Back hand settles on the back thigh. Push it down for side angle. One more reverse. And settle into this side angle here, okay? This is when we're going to take our back arm, place it at the small of our back, and look over our right shoulder for what's called a half bind. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Come on up. We're going to go ahead and do airplane pose. So what I want you to do is go ahead, put your left foot forward and your right foot back. And then when you're ready, go ahead and kick off into that airplane. Remember, your heart is higher than your hips and your shoulders press back. Try to make them touch. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Very good, guys. Now we're going to go ahead and breathe in and set our back foot down. You should be around 1.5 feet away from each other, both facing the same direction. And we're going to fold for what's called pyramid pose. This is actually like one of my favorite poses because it stretches out your calves so nicely. So go ahead, inhale and hands on hips. Exhale, fold forward. You can keep your hands at your hips or drop them down. Choice is yours. Come on up. We're going to go ahead and step our right foot forward, our left foot behind. We're going to do airplane pose on this side. Now, one side might be a little easier than the other. That is totally human and real. My right side is always really wobbly. So, inhale, get ready. Exhale, take off into airplane. And if the balance isn't for you today, you can always put your big toe down and work on keeping a nice straight back and pushing those shoulders together. One more inhale. Set the foot down. We're going to do pyramid feet. So make sure that your feet are around 1.5 feet apart. Straighten your back. And go ahead and fold over. Inhale, go ahead and halfway lift it, which means press on your shins and straighten your back. Fold over again. Inhale, one more. And fold. We're going to go ahead and put our feet together here. Inhale. Go up nice and tall. Exhale, fold down. Go ahead and take a seat on your bum. I want you guys to try something for me today, okay? We're going to try boat pose. So, for this one, make sure you're sitting nice and tall. Your fingers grab the backs of your knees, and when you're ready, inhale up and make your feet go with you. Now, if that's not for you, your feet can touch the ground, or if you're like, Mrs. Devlin, I got this, let go. Inhale once. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And lower down. Good job, guys. Go ahead, take both arms overhead for a full body stretch. Get as tall as you can. Back to normal. Go ahead and let your legs fall to the left, your gaze fall to your right for a quick spinal twist. Through center. Other way. Legs right, gaze left. And then the last part of yoga is called Shavasana, final rest. This is where you get to soak in all of the awesomeness that you just had. So all you need to do for this part is get comfy on your mat, be quiet, and exist. And just breathe for a little bit. If you want, you can go ahead and think back to our visualization earlier today about the calm scene that we read together. And during this, I want you to think about one thing you're going to do to make your day better. You are still laying down. Your eyes are still shut. Don't move. Just breathe. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Think about one thing that you're going to do to make today amazing. There's plenty of time still left in it. Can you be nice to your sister or brother? Can you give your mom or dad a hug when they get home from work today? Can you take out the trash without complaining? Think about one thing that you can do to make the world a better place today. You're still laying down. I want you to go ahead and wiggle your toes and your fingers, and eventually find your way back up to a seated position with me. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale. You can put your palms to your forehead if you want. And yoga always ends with the word namaste, which means the good in me sees the good in you. And that is 100%